Good afternoon, everyone. Jonathan Davis here with Davis AutoSports. First and foremost, I would like to apologize for the wind noise. I'm not using our big Steadicam and microphone setup, so bear with me. Here we have a gorgeous 2000 Toyota 4Runner Limited. This is a one-owner, Carfax certified, guaranteed 4Runner with a flawless history. It's got nearly 50 service records on the Carfax report. Bought brand new at the Toyota dealership, serviced since day one of ownership. It just received a timing belt and water pump service 8,000 miles ago, so you're good for at least another 100,000 miles. I'm not going to give you the mileage on this 4Runner until you see this video, because you will not believe it. Absolutely as clean as can be. When we got it in, the only thing that we had to do, and it was by choice, was repaint the entire front bumper. It did have a lot of rock chips in it. So the entire lower valence, upper valence, bumper pad, flare part, all that front end was sanded down, primed, base coat, and clear coated. Paint has been fully paint corrected, which is a very thorough wet sand compound polish and buff process. Very, very tedious. End result is beautiful, high gloss, smooth finish paint. Beautiful reflection. As you see, the body is extremely straight. Wheels are in great condition. Tires have a ton of tread on them. Side steps in great condition. You do not find this generation 4Runner this clean. Most impressive part of this entire 4Runner is the service history. It was owned by an attorney that had it serviced. Every single recommended service in the book and manual got done. Services in between those got done. I mean, easily $10,000, $12,000, $13,000, if not more, in services performed on this. Over 50 service records on the Carfax report. Do have a blemish right there on the hood and right there. We can easily repair that if requested. Gonna probably be about $400 to redo that. True limited edition. Paint, as you see, beautiful reflection. I mean, just a super smooth finish as well. These wheels are known to have all sorts of peeling and corrosion and everything in between, and all four wheels great condition. Exhaust tips perfect. Back bumper is very clean. Do have a split in the paint right there that we can replace, and a little bit of clear coat coming off right there. So this area and this area in the hood is the only area of any concern, which is far less than normal on a vehicle of this age. Hood, you're going to be around $450. Rear tailgate, about the same price. If you want to do both, we'll do them for $700. Go ahead and pop the hood for you guys. $230,000, timing belt, water pump. It's all Toyota stuff, all Toyota belts. If you take a look right there, it's a Toyota belt. This truck also has all the factory VIN plates. What that shows you is that every panel on this truck is the same panel that it left the factory with, which is very important, meaning it's a completely original truck. No panels have been replaced. Show you the back too. Very clean in the back. There's the sticker for the rear tailgate as well. We have brand new WeatherTechs. You have your cargo cover. Carpets, very, very clean. Same thing underneath. Cargo cover's in great condition. Functions as it should. Headliner's clean. Very clean 4Runner. Now I will tell you guys, being a Diamond WeatherTech authorized dealer, we are including WeatherTechs. We did not have tan ones in. We've only had gray, so we can keep these or replace them once we get another order in. Full power, upgraded sound system from the factory, tan leather seats, good condition. These seats have not been dyed. You see a lot of older 4Runners where the seats look really good. It's mostly because they've been dyed. We've also dyed seats here as well. We wanted to leave these seats original. If you guys want us to dye them, what the dye will do is fill in all these little tiny stress lines. These aren't cracks, they're just stress lines, and it'll give it a nice new coating. We will be more than happy to do so if requested. I don't really think the seats need them. The problem when you dye seats, even if you do it right and prep them the right way, it's eventually going to come off, whether it's a year or 2 or 3 down the road, where these at worst will get stress lines in them, but they won't actually start to peel off. So leave that up to you guys. Full key and remote. So voila, 238,000 miles, and you would never ever know. Like I touched on, one owner, fully serviced. Besides being serviced, there's a lot of 4Runners that we come across here at DAS that we have to pass on because, well, more so the high mileage ones. It's one thing for it to be serviced well, which is very important for longevity of the truck, but it also has to look well. And we see too many of these that are just ragged out. They don't look well, but they've been taken care of mechanically. This truck outside, as you see, is in beautiful condition. But the inside is where, in my opinion, this truck is just something you don't find too often. The previous owner took just amazing care. We have a WeatherTech down there, and the carpets are very clean too. We don't have the WeatherTechs in here to cover anything up. They're very, very clean. That's just to show you how clean it is. That is a full functioning navigation system. It's a Sony unit. It's a high-end unit. AC works. The typical limited AC cluster interface that usually has issues, as you see, works, no issues whatsoever. Cigarette lighters, never been used. There's no odors, no burn holes. Pillars, very, very clean. Headliner, everything's clean. AC is blowing ice cold right now. Timing belt, like I said, was done at 230,000 miles. So we're at 238.5. I do have the license plate back there, so I'm not going to go down too much, but the windshield works exactly as it should. Sunroof, very clean. AC's blowing nice and cold. we'll go ahead and take this thing on a test drive. Power antenna, as soon as you turn on the radio, works perfectly. So all your little quirky issues, not an issue on this truck. Next oil change isn't due until 243. It was just done. Also within the last, in addition to the timing belt water pump, there's been a service after that where the fuel system was serviced, oil change, a couple other items. So this thing has been extremely well serviced. Very smooth acceleration. Windshield has 0 chips or cracks. AC is very cold in this truck. I don't even have it turned up all the way. I have 2 more to go on the fan, and it's plenty cool in here. It's a very warm day here in Richmond. Extremely smooth steering wheel. When we just went over an overpass right there, there's your typical overpass lip on the bridge portion. It's about a 2-inch lip over top and a 2-inch lip going over the other side to get to the bottom of it, and I drive over that obviously every day to and from work, and anytime I leave the office I take this route to leave the Richmond International Airport. And I can tell you, when a car or truck doesn't have tight bushings and suspension, when you hit that, there's a lot of clunking and kind of all over the place, and this 4Runner takes that very well. Also, we are located in Richmond, Virginia. We are leaving Richmond International Airport. That's where we are located in our 28,000 square foot facility. So if you want to fly in, you'll actually be coming in right over the top of those lights, and we will pick you up at the airport. You'll leave our facility with a signed bill of sale, odometer statement, clean and clear title signed over, 30-day tags, 30-day registration, a gorgeous 4Runner filled with fuel, and Davis AutoSports hat and shirt, and drive this gorgeous 4Runner home. We also ship out 20 to 30 cars a month all over the country. We handle the logistics, everything for you. You don't have to deal with it. These are ballpark prices depending on where you are in each state, obviously, but I'll give you regional prices. Florida area, you're going to be anywhere from $400 to $600. Northeast, let's just say mid so far, New York-ish, you're going to be around $400. Completely up north, Maine area, you're going to run into the $700 price range. The Texas region, depending on where you are in Texas, you're going to be $700 to $900. California, you're going to be $800 to $1,200. And if you get up to Washington State and all those upper northwest states, you're going to reach $1,400, $1,500. Vehicle will be transported, fully licensed, insured, bonded. Your personal insurance would not be obligated to cover the truck, although I recommend anytime you actually buy a vehicle, the more insurances that cover it, the better. Full turn of the wheel, no noises coming from any of the power steering components. Very, very smooth. Nice bumps to go over right here. Takes them very well. Go ahead and do an acceleration. Horn works as it needed to. Oh yeah, speed up to a stop sign and get in front of me. Yep. Typical. The older I get, the more I shake my head nowadays. 4Runner also engages in and out of four-wheel drive, very, very smooth. Four-wheel high and low works as it should. As I showed earlier, all the power components work. I will go over as we hit this red light some other ones. We're on the mirror. We're going to go out, in, down, and up. Same thing. We'll go out, in, down, and up. Your extra power button, as you see on the right side bottom window of the cluster, on, off. Rear defrost, on. AC, as we touched on, works great. This is a navigation system. You got all different sources. You can hook up your Bluetooth phone. It's nice. Sony always has made good stuff over the years. As I touched on earlier, non-smoker. Very, very clean. You do have all your books and manuals. You also have in here a universal USB, which is hooked up to the back. So you can put the male side in here. And the other side of the cord could be an auxiliary cord, a iPhone 10 adapter, or I guess they started on 8 on the smart one. So anything that you want to hook up to reach the back of that, you're there. You got all your books and manuals. Great 4Runner for someone that wants a really, really nice one that doesn't want to, break the bank. As you guys know, being that we specialize in really, really pristine 4Runners, most of our Gen 3 4Runners go anywhere from 12 to 20,000. We got this one in because we figured it was so nice. We typically do not sell them with these miles, but as you guys know, you're looking at 4Runners for a reason. They last forever if taken care of, if owned by the right owner. And to find one as a true one owner, no multi-Carfax owner, but we tell you it's an owner, original title, Carfax certified one owner truck, all the service records, time and belt water pump, which at the dealership with the idler pulley, tensioner, the drive belts, that's an $1,800 service, depending on where you are. That was just done. Rubber's good. WeatherTech floor mats are in. It's a turnkey drive and enjoy truck for a very affordable price. And you can look it up online. This 3400 engine that's in this, if taken care of, you'll see 4, 5, and sometimes up to 600,000 miles. There's a bunch floating around on the forums that have reached 1 million miles. Not saying this one will, but these things are known to just go forever as long as you take care of them. As you see, no check engine lights. There's no history of check engine lights. All your typical O2 sensors and all that sort of stuff have all been done. Another thing I want to touch on, the drive line of this truck, the transfer case, transmission, differentials, they have been serviced since day one of ownership. All fluids, filters, seals, and there's no driveline noise, there's no driveline vibration. Even the U-joints are all nice and good to go. This 4Runner drives as nice as any 4Runner that we've ever sold. And this is the reason why they're so popular. You got 238,000 miles. There's not another truck out there outside of the Toyota and Lexus family. A couple Chevrolets, You get a 7.3 Excursion, yeah, the engine lasts forever, but they don't drive as good as this once they reach these miles. The engine goes forever, but all the other stuff starts to fade away. So if you guys have any questions about this gorgeous 4Runner, feel free to email me directly, sales@davisautosports.com. You can always call the office, 855-955-3377. I hope you guys have enjoyed the video. Thanks for viewing. Also, if you guys like this video and some of our other videos, if you're into 4Runners, Tacomas, a lot of TJs and LJs and cool sports cars and FJ80s, stuff like that, that's what we specialize in. Subscribe to our channel. We usually post about 5 to 6 videos per week. And we're also super excited about, we have a new social media department that's really going to be putting out a lot of good content on us to let you guys know more about us as opposed to the individual vehicles that we sell, which will continue to roll out. Thanks for viewing.